2. Wait, let me clean off my phone so it's not. Alright, here we go. Whatever. 3,
2,
1, begin.
Action.
Hello, everybody. We've done a swift little rebrand of the Two Lads and One Lass podcast name. We are now
Station Orange.
We're Station Orange.
And we're actually going to stick with this one because we said that no matter how much we will end up hating it, we'll keep it.
Yes.
Because it would be very unclassy of us if we change our name 3 times.
Yes.
So, we're keeping it.
Yep.
So, we're Station Orange.
Because all of our favorite colors is
Are orange.
Isn't that insane?
Just
I
so
feel
happen
like
to be that way.
And
that
the fan
happens so
names
rarely.
are
The orangutans. The
The
orangutans.
annoying
The blossoms.
oranges.
The blossoms.
the blossom.
I don't like that, but it's fine.
That's an orange blossom.
Okay.
Okay.
What's better?
Chat, no.
Orange creamers.
Everyone,
My little creamers.
down below.
My little creamers. Yes.
The little creamers. Okay. All right. So we're gonna
Sorry
go
if I
ahead.
look chopped, guys.
So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. We've got a few ideas for what we want to talk about. I think we should start with the yuck and yums. I think
Yes.
yuck and yum.
Okay,
Start it off.
weekly yuck and yum.
Our weekly yuck and yum. We're gonna each name one yum and one yuck. So,
And remember, you can't yuck someone's yum.
and you can't yum some. You can yum somebody's yuck, but you can't yuck somebody's yum.
Yeah.
All right. I think we just start off with the yums.
I think we start with yucks.
Okay.
Oh,
Keep it
okay.
positive. Yeah.
Yeah, and on a good
Shit,
note,
what
Yeah.
was my yuck?
the people.
Oh, I remember. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Angela's starting out.
Okay, so my current yuck, actually not current, this has always been a yuck of mine, and I hate it so much, and it should not happen, but it does. A little too much, in my opinion, and it is when it's a bulky, really tall, huge, manly, macho man, and then it's like a tiny little girl that kind of looks like a child. And I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory why I don't like that, because it just looks a little...
Looks a little off.
It looks a little off. It looks a little scary.
I agree.
It looks a little concerning, because okay, I feel like if, as a man, and if you're built like that, you probably know what you look like, and I don't know, I just feel like it would just be more natural if you're going...
So you think it's pedophilic to like short women?
I think it's pedophilic if you're dating a woman that kind of looks like a kid.
Yeah.
How's that? But like,
Because
that's not a woman's
I don't
fault.
know,
Yeah, but
you're-
somebody's got to love them too.
But you're built.
But somebody's got to love them, right?
But you're too built.
Somebody's got to love those women, right? Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Should it be should it be a boyish man?
I just don't like how it looks, okay? Maybe it's like a little controversial of me to say that, but I just don't like how it looks.
I agree, it feels off, but I don't think it's necessarily pedophilic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't say it's pedophilic, but it just
Feels a little off.
it feels a little off. Like, it really does remind me of, like, that one meme where it's, like, that big, like that huge, like, charging port, and then it's, like, a tiny little charger.
Yeah.
I have never seen that.
Or, like, big,
Right.
no,
I know what
like,
you're talking about.
like, the big charger and then, like, a small little port.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, because, like, how does it work?
You know a wolf?
And you know what? Okay, sorry.
I was gonna say a wolf and a chihuahua can breed. Did you know that?
No, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But
you
also,
could do that.
I went on a
Like
Tinder
dog
date
breeder.
with a guy that was 6'5", okay? I'm 5'4".
Wait, he was 6'5"?
6'5", I was 5'4". It's also just really inconvenient to date someone that tall if you're short. And I'm not short, I'm like average woman's height. But it is really awkward. Like, it's not comfortable to cuddle with someone that much taller than you or bigger than
Why?
you. Because you have to, like...
If you're cuddling, you're laying down though, no?
Yes, you're laying down, but it's hard. You have to, like, mold into their, like, upper body,
Yeah.
but it's, like, too long, and it just doesn't make sense. Also, if you're having sex, with someone that tall as well, it just feels unnatural. It does. It does, because it kind of feels like you have to climb him a bit. And, like,
Don't people like that though?
maybe,
Like
okay.
Jacob Elordi, people wanted to climb on him like a jungle gym.
Maybe it's because I have a fragile ego. Maybe, but I do want someone that is similar to my build, or close to my build, because
They wanted a jack guy.
I do, but like.
Yeah, you want those guys on
Okay,
your
Yeah.
but no, but that's
The
because
Trent twins.
okay, don't. We can't mention this right now. That's a different episode because I can go into that further, but not today.
Okay.
Oh,
But
that's your young.
that is.
The Trent.
I do love the Trent twins. If you guys know the Trent twins, hit me up because I feel like we would be on the same wavelength
You want
right
the
now.
twins to hit you up though.
No, I don't because Chris.
You said you wanted to date a guy like that.
Yes, but not the Trent specifically because Chris is dating this girl named Killjoy.
What about the
Yeah.
other one?
And she's
Mike?
like this alt baddie, like kind of, I don't want to call her emo, but she's like alt, and she's.
Then why
very
can't you date
muscular.
Mike? Is it because he's bald?
I can't date Mike because Mike is full of anger, and
So's the other one. It's because he's bald, isn't it?
It's because he's bald.
okay, yeah, fine, you got me. You got me. You got me in a minute. Yeah, I don't want a bald man in my life.
Well then, don't date a man with steroids. you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are just yucking my yuck.
That was
Yeah.
your yum that
Yeah,
we were
we're-
yucking.
yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
yucking.
but-
Okay,
yuck.
my yum. Let's move. Oh wait, no. Back to my yuck. Back to my yuck. It's inconvenient. It looks wrong. But it's not wrong.
If you in the chat are in a relationship like that,
It's not wrong.
it's okay because you're doing
Moral of
it.
the story, it's not wrong, but to me it looks wrong. And I might stare at you a little too long, but
Yeah.
that's what can you expect? What can you expect? That is your fault. Next yuck. See, I'm like angry now talking about it.
You
I'm riled up.
All right. My yuck for this week definitely got to be driving. I'm yucking driving. Okay. I'm counting it out, and here's why. I did a 2-hour drive yesterday to Naperville. People in Naperville do not know how to drive, guys. Okay? These people are insane. They merge with no turn signal. They'll kill you, dude.
What?
They'll kill you if they had the chance. If it means they get to their destination 1 minute sooner.
I've done that.
Naperville's a suburb, right?
Yeah, Naperville's a suburb of Chicago.
You gotta be careful with those suburban mothers.
Yeah,
They don't
no,
play. They
it
got
was-
places to be.
It
Are
was.
we not the suburbs?
No, we're not the
Yes,
suburbs.
but we're like different.
We're not the suburbs of Chicago. We're the
We're like-
suburbs
We're not the suburbs of
Chicago.
of the world.
Rockford.
Of the world.
Yeah.
La Bande
Of
yeah.
the world.
But the thing is, like, no one. I feel like there's no lively people.
There's
here.
no law on the road. Let's be honest here. Anyone can do whatever they want,
There's no
and
law on the
that's
road.
why it's fun to drive.
Here?
Not
what are you
here.
talking about?
I'm
yeah.
not-
There's
if you
no
go
law.
5 over, you get pulled over.
Anyway, also,
Don't even. I've never been pulled over.
driving is just it's bad for the environment. But we'll forget about that. Okay, we'll pretend that one doesn't exist. I just hate people driving in general. People are so stupid on the road. I feel like they just take their brain out or something.
I drove you to the Mexican restaurant.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
You took that so personally
I
in 2
drove-
seconds when he wasn't talking about you.
I drove here.
Yeah, I guess.
I just don't think driving is a good thing. And I think we should be going by train.
Train?
Yeah.
By trolley.
Or like
But what if-
walking. We should be a lot closer together.
I actually agree. I believe that we should be more walkable.
But
It would be
imagine the
nice.
stench.
Ew.
You want
What?
us all closer together? Imagine the smell of people.
Do you think there would be more homeless people if that was it? If that was the case?
There'd be
'Cause-
less streets to sleep on.
Yeah. Maybe that would decrease the homeless rates.
It'd probably decrease. You'd be closer with people.
But I do
People
feel
would
like
be a lot closer with their
walkable
families.
cities, that's where you see all the homeless people. That doesn't make sense. Because If everyone's walking around, why would you sleep there?
What do you? What are you on
Yeah.
about? Homeless people will be everywhere.
No, but like, yes, I agree. Homeless people are everywhere, but
Like a plague.
They're
feel like-
everywhere where there's no homes.
I feel like walkable cities like downtown
And
Beloit. That's where all the homeless people are. Or like downtown Madison.
Is Beloit
Homeless people.
walkable?
Yeah.
Fully walkable?
Beloit is not a walkable
Downtown
city.
Beloit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. All the restaurants and
There's,
shops are
like-
closed.
Yeah, but you can't like zigzag through them.
Yeah,
And also, there's
that's
so
not-
many like
Like the
what is
strips
it?
are so long.
It's not a walkable
There's so
city.
many like stop walks,
No.
sidewalks, but
No,
also
no.
like
It's such a car.
crosswalks. That's what I meant. There's
It's
so
a
many.
car.
There's so many
It's
crosswalks.
a car. No, it's cars.
I feel like it's not
And
as
people
walkable
drive
as it
It's
slow.
for cars.
I so disagree. People
It's for
drive
cars.
slow because it's
There are
not
people
walkable.
walking. That
There's
doesn't mean
literally
it's walkable. You
farmers
could
markets.
walk in Rockton.
But farmers markets are held in downtown Beloit because of how walkable it is.
It's not walkable.
What are you guys talking about?
It's not a walkable city. Literally just by that bridge is the only walkable part. Everything else in Beloit is not walkable.
I feel like it is.
Okay. You're gonna walk from the Illinois border to where Woodman's is. In Beloit.
I'm talking exclusively downtown Beloit though.
It's still not that walkable. Because as soon as you get off that bridge area, it's not.
Guys, I don't know. I'm not the expert.
Oh.
Over by like that Taco John's, dude,
Wait, I'm gonna throw this away.
that's not walkable. We're still downtown.
But there's sidewalks.
Sidewalks does not equal walkable.
I feel like when there's. But is there any walkable place near us then?
No, that's the whole point.
In
There's
America, no.
There's no walkable cities in America.
Maybe like
The only
some
one,
California.
yeah, like there's some that are definitely more walkable, but
I also don't know what I'm talking about. So.
a walkable city is so independent of cars. You still see so many cars in Beloit. Anyway,
Like Japan would be walkable
yes.
because it just goes up.
Anyway,
Anyways,
that's my yuck. Brody, your yuck.
what was my yuck?
I don't know.
My yuck is late in the year, semester ending. Like why?
Why is
do
it ending?
why do I have to be done right now when people got done way earlier and I start way earlier?
Oh yeah.
True.
Why does it take? I know why
Because
it
you're
takes
still
so long.
going. I'm not.
Well, today was my last day. But why does it
Congratulations.
take? Thank you. I earned it. Why does it take so long? I know why it takes long. It's community college. But why does it take so long?
Still, it is. I mean, it's not that long. I know U of I. They're ending this weekend.
Yeah, but I
This is
started like
crazy.
so much earlier than you guys.
Yeah.
And I
Did
get it's
you?
because like they have to fit the course hours and stuff. Cause like
Did you have a longer break though?
No.
no, I had a week.
That sucks for you.
Yeah, no, cause like it started 2 weeks before you guys at least,
Yeah.
and I'm ending like a week or week and a half later than some people.
But you're really not missing out much. I
It's
feel
also
like.
because I have way less classes, but like class hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
But we just
Yeah.
go out so.
Also, why
much
can't
that
I
we
just
think
like
that
show up and
it's-
get an A? I think I deserve it.
Yeah.
Do you feel FOMO, Brody? I feel like you're not the type of person that feels FOMO often.
FOMO about what?
Just like plans, activities, you know?
Depends
Because-
on what it is.
What do you feel FOMO about?
Because, like, do you feel FOMO about, like, us starting summer earlier?
No.
What's an instance of you feeling FOMO?
Well, you guys gotta give me scenarios and I can tell you if I feel FOMO, but I can't
Okay,
think of anything.
let's say that I had a birthday party, you weren't invited.
Okay. How many people go to this party?
Everyone. All of my friends, everyone I know, everyone you know, everyone that...
Okay, well that just doesn't
Connects
sound like
us
I'm your
with it.
friend then.
Yeah.
Like that's not FOMO, that's just like
That's animosity.
that's
like
low
a
key that
harassment.
I'm a bad friend or you're a bad friend.
Yeah.
So I'm not FOMOing, I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Like, what if you were sick?
If I was sick,
And you got the
Yeah.
invite.
and you can't. You can't.
I'd be like, oh. Okay, to be fair, I do go to most parties if I'm sick anyways, but maybe that's a bad habit.
Okay, like what if you were like hospitalized?
Okay, if I was hospitalized, I'd be like, oh, that sucks, but I can't do anything about it, so I guess I can't care that much. I just look at the pictures and be like, oh, it'd be cool if I was there, but...
Okay.
You wouldn't feel depressed the whole day?
Well, I'm in the hospital, I'm more depressed about that, probably.
Let's say me and Angela go to a cute little bakery, and you're at work. And it's the only time it's going to be open.
I'd be like, man, okay. And then I'd like go on my own.
No,
Like,
it's
day.
closing down.
Closing. You go the
last day.
You go last day.
Last
That's
day.
fucked up. And I hope you know that's fucked up.
So you feel FOMO.
I'm not feeling FOMO, I'm feeling anger. Because you cannot do that to me.
They
But
make
we
you
would
little
bring
French
you.
pastries.
We would bring you a pastry.
Well, then I have no FOMO.
Oh wait.
Oh,
yeah.
if you got the pastry?
Yeah, if I don't have to experience the aesthetic, I just want to experience this nice little treats.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. You're very mature in this way.
Yeah.
I think I would feel FOMO.
I get jealous. Like
You definitely feel the most FOMO, and then it's me, and then it's Brady.
I agree. And I feel like it's kind of a red flag for me, but I do feel like, oh, I hate to say it out loud, but I do feel like friend jealousy, like a little bit, and I've always felt that way. I'm hoping that I'll grow out of it. I'll never like interfere. If I was feeling like a lot of friend jealousy, like I wouldn't bring it up because I know like that is, I'm too grown for that. But also, like in my head, I'm cursing your guys' names if you guys hang out.
I don't really feel relationship jealousy though either.
No, I don't anymore.
Like when I was not in, God forbid, the previous relationship, I was like.
She doesn't have access to this channel, by
Okay, thank you.
the way.
I was like jealous when we weren't together of someone, but then when we got together, I was like, why the fuck would I care?
That's exactly how I feel. As soon as I'm with somebody, I'm like, okay, I don't give a shit.
So what's wrong with me?
There's nothing wrong with you. It's just
I'm just secure in all my relationships.
But the thing is, I am a very secure person. I feel secure. I know
if you're
myself
jealous,
really well.
you're insecure.
That's not true.
What do you have to be jealous of?
I'm jealous of. Okay, hold on. Let's take this back. Beginning of the relationship, zero jealousy. Zero jealousy. I don't feel jealous in the beginning of a relationship. Like, I feel like, yeah, do whatever. But the more I'm attached... No! That's not even it either. I think I just get more jealous. I get jealous in relationships because I feel like most of the time...
Don't look.
They give you reasons to feel jealousy.
Okay, well that's...
I feel like every
jealousy's insecurity, though.
No, but I feel like in the beginning of relationships, I don't feel jealous. But, like, the longer I'm dating a person, I feel like they give me reasons to be jealous. They start feeding into it.
Okay, well maybe that's like the evil type of guy you're dating then.
yeah. You only dated evil guys.
Send the podcast clip to both.
Clip it and ship
Clip
it.
Ship it.
He's on my close friends story still, but he has not interacted with me in literally.
He's never been on mine.
Thank you.
Because
Thank
I'm
you.
a real friend.
You're a real friend, Mason. What are you up to?
You want me to
Actually,
take
no,
him off?
it's fine. Keep him there.
Well,
But
he
you
can
can only-
see you through mine.
Keep him there, but anytime I'm on there, I have to be sexy as fuck. That's a new
Okay.
rule now.
Yeah, and then he slides up and he says, damn, she's bad. Go to my
Damn, I miss her.
And these are the scenarios that I make up at the gym.
Damn, I miss her.
I miss her so much. I feel like such a klutz.
The sweet smell is just gone.
My sweet Angie. My sweet Angie.
Angie!
My sweet Angie.
Angie!
My
No,
Ange.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
Ange.
He would never. He would
I
never.
would, though.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't. And if
wouldn't
you're
what?
watching this, you wouldn't.
I'm like the propaganda posters.
That was cool.
Thanks.
That's alright, Ange.
Don't. I don't like that.
Okay, well, you never like when I call you nicknames.
Yeah, because there's no good nicknames for the name Angela.
I think Ange is kind of cute.
Ange is giving, like, granny. I feel like Ange is, like, a fat girl's name.
Whoa, what's wrong with being
And
fat?
It's literally just
and I
because
think-
of Big Ange.
But I love
What's,
Big
I
Ange.
don't know what Big Ange is.
Yeah.
I just
What's the problem?
because like the G, like the J, like the Ange, it's just like a fat word.
Do you
I don't
know
how to
your
explain
name?
it.
Angie.
Angela.
Angela, but like I don't like that
Angela.
either. The G really bothers me for some reason.
If you were
Anal.
Ooh. Where did that come from?
We're not.
If we remove the G, it would be
We're not that
Anala.
kind of.
Nelly.
We're trying to get sponsors.
Oh.
We're not trying to sponsor.
Thank you to
Cut that
Blue
out.
Apron for sponsoring
Hey,
this video.
whoa.
Thank you to Scentbird. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, Sunbird's been on the rise recently.
Yeah, it
that?
has, and I honestly
I haven't heard of that
invested.
one.
You get fragrances every month.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It is
That's
really
like-
cool.
It's one of the only sponsors that I've actually considered doing.
Did you guys ever like get like the Vogue magazines and they have the
the little
perfume
testers,
strips?
yes.
They smell so good. It makes me want to buy
Bring
them.
it
And I'm like,
back.
you know what? That's good.
Sometimes they would have like the lotion in there too, like skincare products.
Do you know what we're talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I've never had them, but I know what
You
you're
like open a tab and you can smell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Made me want pour homme. Hello, expensive.
expensive.
What's your yuck?
That was his yuck.
My
Oh.
His
What was-
yuck was long
yeah,
semester.
long courses.
Yes.
That
Wow.
start early.
And we traveled all the way to.
This is what I mean. I feel like the weekly yuck and yum is enough of a thing.
Okay, what's
Okay.
your yum?
Oh my Ah yes, my journey to become a baddie. That has been my the gym. The gym. Let me talk about the gym. I don't even know where to start because it has reshaped my life in
How long you been
so
going?
many ways. Since the when was finals for me?
So like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
maybe 2.5.
2.5 weeks? Yeah, let's just say that. 2.5 weeks. Yes, this is new. But I have been obsessed with it as of lately, which is interesting because I have been to the gym before, and I never felt like I would just be pissed off at the gym because I'm like, why is this so hard?
Yeah.
This shit
That's the
hurts.
point.
I'm sore. Like I just never really like fell in love with it. But like I don't know why I decided finals week would be the best time to start going to the gym because realistically I probably shouldn't have been going to the gym during finals.
It's like the productive procrastination.
Exactly.
No, I think it's a good time because
Yeah, but it's also like
even if you're just going to the gym one time, you're still becoming more mindful for that day. Going to the gym makes me feel more mindful.
Very true.
Yeah.
Especially if you start your day with it, yeah. No, and I also think that my breakup definitely plays into this obsession 100%.
If you're listening to this, you wouldn't.
And if
You
you're
wouldn't.
watching, of course you are.
Keeping tabs, huh? On our sweet Angie.
No!
On our sweet Nelly.
Our little
Oh,
Lena.
God. But
Lena?
Doesn't make sense in the name, but close.
I like that.
It's
That's
all
cute.
it's all letters from there.
That is cute. But no,
Feels
my
weird,
breakup
Angelina.
definitely plays into my gym obsession recently because the first 2 weeks after my breakup, I was unproductive as shit. I was eating shit. I
get
felt
it.
like
Okay.
shit.
Prepare your
I
answer.
did everything that causes a person to feel shitty, okay? So one day, I just snapped out of it and I was like, I need to hit the gym. I need to hit the gym and become a baddie. Because you guys might understand this if you guys have been through this. But the betrayal of seeing your partner consuming porn, it's like no other type of betrayal ever. It's hurtful. It feels personal. Even though it's usually never personal, it feels personal, okay? And I took it very harshly when I found out my ex was watching that shit. And I know it's natural. I know it's natural to consume it. But for some reason, I didn't think that was the type of person he was, okay? So now I go to the gym and I think of really specific scenarios.
Beating
Like,
him up.
no, like me walking into a room with him stroking his shit to porn, and then I imagine what type of porn he's watching, and then I imagine what type of porn star is on his screen, and then I run faster, and then I increase the incline, and then I go fast. Woo!
Keep it in.
But no,
Clip that.
this is what this.
Flip
this,
that chat.
No, this is the specific stuff that really grinds my gears and get me to run that extra 10 minutes.
It sounds
I'm
like
serious.
you've been yucking this more than you're yumming it.
No, I'm yumming it. I'm yumming it so hard because
It's bred from a yuck.
Because the thing is, I will have these thoughts in bed. I'll have these thoughts like doing nothing. So if I'm using these thoughts as motivation while I'm working out, it feels productive in a way. And I feel like if you're the type of person that has obsessive thoughts, make it productive, whether it's going to the gym, putting it into art, putting it into music, putting it into some sort of like hobby. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. And you were right. You're right, because Mason did recommend me to get a hobby. And obviously, when you're freshly out of a breakup, you don't want to start a hobby. You want to be sad, and that's okay. Be sad. But also, you have to choose to not suffer. You have to choose better for yourself, because if you don't,
You're not gonna get better.
you're not going to get better. You're not going to get better. And
The
life
only
is short.
person who can save yourself
It's yourself.
is yourself.
It's so corny. It is so corny, but it's so true. And I thought like picking up a new hobby would be really corny.
No,
It's
I told
not.
you. I told you.
What's
It's
corny
not.
about picking up a new hobby?
I don't know.
Am I
'cause it's
missing
like,
the memo?
It's not corny. It just feels like, oh, it's like that self-growth shit. Like, I don't know. I just...
Like I read this out of a book.
Ew. But yeah, if you have obsessive thoughts, I recommend running and use that as motivation, because it really helps. And it clears the mind, too.
It does clear the mind.
It does clear the mind.
Running does clear the mind. Yeah.
Start running. Okay, you don't have to start. But try running if you...
Run from this video and leave a like and subscribe.
Good. And it also feels rewarding, guys. It feels rewarding to, like, run an extra 5 minutes. Run an extra minute. Like, when you think you're about to, like, quit and stop and you push for another minute, it feels so rewarding.
It does, yeah.
Okay. Next
DM.
yum. Because I'll keep talking about this.
My physical media. Physical media. Been on the grind. I've been listening to my CDs more. I've been listening to my CDs more. I don't have many movies on like DVD or Blu-ray. But I don't know, this CD venture, I think it's costly, but it's worth it.
I think it's brave.
You feel more attached to the music. Like every single album that I own, it's one of my favorite albums because I own it.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I'm just listening off my phone, cause like okay, if I'm going like in my car or something, yeah, I'll listen on my phone. But when I'm at home, I'll just listen on my CD, and I feel much more attached to this music. I feel like it's more personal to me, and I don't know. I think it's also just cooler when you know, as I found 2 CDs yesterday of my favorite band, so that was pretty cool, and I was so excited when I found them. And I feel like that feeling, you don't get that feeling much. You don't get to feel that excited when you find something.
It's also just fun to collect things, like collect physical things.
It is very fun to collect, and it's even better when the CD has a little poster in it, so you can put it on your wall.
Yeah.
Which is what happened to me yesterday. I didn't realize it had a poster in it, and then it had a poster in it.
That's exciting.
I wish all the people I'd want CDs of had like CDs in common stores.
Yeah, that's the one issue. Okay, because like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a few of my favorite artists and rank them on. I'm gonna give a tier list.
Okay.
On how easy they are. Ween, this is gonna be a C tier. Okay, they're pretty hard to find, but once you find them, you probably will find more than one, right? Okay. Pretty much all the rest of them are F tier though. They are not that easy to find, and I've only found one or maybe even zero. Yeah. So that's kind of
I
sad.
don't like Mac DeMarco.
And the reason I want to say...
Mac DeMarco, no, because he sells out quick. I do have one, which I bought it offline from Target.
Okay.
Yeah.
Target has a weird amount of niche CDs. So...
Yeah, I liked them last time. I was like, what are any of these?
Yeah, but no, online. I found a very weird, like a nobody band on Target.
Okay.
It was crazy.
I want to buy more CDs, but I also don't want to spend that money.
But I feel like it's definitely less costly than records. And that's why I wanted to say
But
Brave.
I don't collect records.
Yeah.
That's why CDs is better. Like, the most a CD will ever cost, if you're not stupid, is like $15.
Okay, but K-pop CDs.
That's what I'm saying, if you're not stupid.
Hey!
I also feel like
But you get a lot more out of those, too.
it's also like better
get
for your
photo
CDs
cards.
because like usually when you're buying like a CD player, it's not gonna scratch your CDs. It's not gonna fuck them up.
Yeah.
But I do feel like more newer record players that are like for the aesthetic,
Fuck you, Crosley.
it ruins.
Ruined my fucking record.
Yeah, exactly. So I do feel like CDs are
I mean, that one can also play CDs.
a much better option. And I think it's cooler, honestly. If you have like a CD player in your room, we're fucking.
The Hello Kitty CD
Sorry,
player
not like that.
that turns you on.
What?
Hello Kitty CD player is pretty cool.
No, like if I see it in someone's dorm, like I just know that you have like an immaculate taste of music, but you might be a little
Pretentious.
Pretentious, yeah, that's the word.
I try not to be too pretentious about it, but I do want to share when I find something cool that I love.
Yeah, I want to get like collect CDs, but also like, what do I do when my car blows up and I can't play my CDs in them anymore?
I think it's really cute when people like have CDs in their car, like they have a little CD book in their car. My mom used to do that. It was cute.
After the pod. Give me some stuff to look out for, because I go to CD stores a lot. Give me some stuff to look out for.
You need to go to Toad Hall.
I'll go.
Toad Hall, we'll go. We all go because
Where we
I
going?
want to go. I don't know. We'll plan that outside of the
I
pod.
want a Lamp album, but I know I'm not gonna find that.
Lamp,
without
you're
ordering.
not finding
I
that.
know. I was like,
Not because I feel like it would be niche, but because people want it.
people want it and it's niche.
Yeah,
So.
it's pretty niche. That's same with Ween. So you could probably, because they're, how many monthly listeners do they have on Spotify?
Check. The album I would want though is from like early 2000s. So.
That's more likely to find CDs too. Pretty much anything from before like the
They have
90s.
2.2 million.
Dude, you're probably in good business.
2008 is that one.
I'll look for
Wow.
you.
It's
I'll
the
look.
one with the poppies on it.
I can.
The one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I want Lamp, but I want Faye Webster.
Faye Webster.
There's Faye Webster at Toad Hall.
I thought that would be easier, but
I'll look out for you. I'll keep an eye out for you.
okay.
I probably
thanks.
could have found something yesterday. Disc replay. We'll go to disc replay.
I love disc replay.
We'll go to disc replay. I love disc replay. I went yesterday. That's where I found 3 Ween CDs, but one I already had. So, and I found a bunch of other cool stuff.
I browsed the CDs when I went last, but I was embarrassed because I was alone. And I literally had like a coffee.
Is
and
there
I
a
was
disc replay near us?
like, no, the one on East State.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. That's
We'll
the-
go.
That's the only one I've ever been to.
Let's go.
Okay.
Anyway,
Mm.
that's my
You know, I did kill time before work, so I went there. What is my
Imagine having time to kill before work.
Well,
I've
I
never
skipped my
experienced-
last class to get lunch, and then I
Okay.
ate lunch too fast. Well,
So you had all this
I
time.
had a moderate pace, so I had like half an hour before I like actually had to leave for work. So I walked around disc replay. I walked around.
And how was that? I feel like
It was magical.
being able to have some time to yourself before work would be so nice.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I spent so long at Five Below. I was late for work.
that I was just so
Alright.
stupid whenever that would happen to me when I would like spend too long somewhere, and
Oh, I didn't care. I went. It was like only like a few minutes late, but it was late to me. And I was meeting this girl for the first time, so I felt a little guilty.
yeah.
But she's kind of. If you're seeing this, Jelena, no offense, she is a little much. So it was fine that I was late.
Dude, this is the second. I don't dox you. Employee with a podcast.
Oh my old manager.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, she quit?
Yeah, she doesn't work there anymore. But I think her friend still works there, and they have the podcast together. I'll have to pull it up later. They have TikTok clips. What's my yum for the week? I think I'm gonna go with like card collaging. That's always fun, like when I make birthday cards.
Oh, yes. Brody's legendary birthday cards.
Send
by
me a
the way.
picture of yours. I'll put up a picture of mine
Yes.
right now. That's mine?
Brody.
Wait, no, you do yours. There. I'll blur out the text so they can't read the text.
Okay, well, Angela's is like a hypothetical situation if she was my sister in another universe and she died and couldn't make it out.
Okay, I didn't know if it was
Should
like...
I also take a picture of the letter portion?
There's not much of a
Brody's
letter
really
portion.
good. I feel like every birthday card I've gotten from you has been, honestly, one of the most special cards I've gotten.
I agree.
That's a lot of pressure.
No, it is because it's so like personal. Like, and I think part of it is because you make the birthday card,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's a lost art form. Honestly, no one does that. Everyone's buying out birthday cards.
It's like fun because I like to pretend like I'm a toddler, like making something for them.
And
When
I
you
think that's why I
wrote-
like it.
Were they right?
When you wrote happy birthday to the birthday girl and then cross it out boy in blue.
I was feeling really creative that day.
That that made me laugh.
funny.
That makes me laugh still.
I like it, but like I know as soon as I invest any like serious time or money into it, I'm not gonna like it. Like I really should invest in an X-Acto blade for it, but I don't want to because
It's
I know
perfect.
I'm not
It's
gonna like it
perfect.
after I do that.
I
It's
like the
perfect.
quality.
Yeah, it's
Because
perfect.
the quality is shitty but good.
The effort of having to cut out the images with my really dull scissors is kind of fun.
It adds to it. It adds to it.
Like I have to like twist it and like I can't get in between the fingers.
And I think it's cute because you can see the struggle. You can see the struggle on the card, and I appreciate that because that means you spent time on it.
You also did a more drawing on mine, which I appreciate.
Yes, you draw money. Money's.
I try to fill the space as
dog.
much as I can.
Yeah, you drew money. I'll put up a picture of money. You drew me and Money doing the tango.
That's true, which I learned about recently in my art or my music
Tango.
class. Yeah,
What about it?
just where it's from, where it originated, how it came to be.
Wait, this is so off topic, but like another yum of mine is saying this idiom. It takes two to tango. I don't know why. I just love it. I love saying it. I love people that uses idioms regularly. Like, I think it makes them, I don't know,
Special.
funny, memorable.
I don't think I use idioms, so I must be an idiot.
No. Play on words.
No negativity. No negativity.
Yeah, that just drew all of our viewers away. That annoying cry.
My real authentic cry and sob of pain.
It's my birthday.
It's my and you did it on my birthday dinner.
Time and place.
I think Tati Westbrook cooked with that video.
She's
You know what we're talking about?
gorgeous.
Bye, sister.
Bye, sister.
Oh, yeah, I
that
know,
whole
yeah.
like
That
scandal.
era,
Yeah.
8th grade was crazy. Not to
grade was
dox my
crazy. I remember
age,
when it
but
was-
8th grade was crazy.
I remember when it was coming out. Everybody that watches this is like.
No, I have to imagine that the creamers don't know us.
I will.
They
have
don't
to
even know
say-
our names because we've never introduced ourselves. But
They know my name.
they don't know mine.
They're the Masonators.
They know Angela's because we talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a mystery.
Oh yeah, Angie.
Lena.
They think we call her Angie.
No,
Lena.
that's not sticking.
You don't like Lena? You don't like Angie? You
I
don't
like. I'm okay with Lena, but everything else, no.
Lily.
Ew. I don't fit a Lily.
Lala?
No, I tried
Did you
making
try-
Lala
you
work.
tried
Yeah,
Lala?
I did try making Lala work. I tried making Jelly work.
Ella?
Jelly?
I had weird ass.
You wanted jelly, but not Ange.
for like a second.
You
For like a
no, hold on.
second.
Time out. You didn't want Ange because it makes you sound like a fat girl, but you were fine with jelly.
Is Jelly a fat girl's name? I
Jelly
don't think
is
so.
a food.
What about Jella?
Maybe I'm just getting fat.
What about Jella?
Jella? Jella.
Gel.
I don't see it.
You don't like Jella? Hey, Jella.
No, I don't like it. It sounds stupid.
Hey, Jella J.
Honestly, every nickname for Angela is stupid. So, to all
Yeah.
my Angelas out there,
I'm gonna call you whatever I
Ally.
want still.
If you're watching this, is Angel, if
What?
she's watching this far.
Oh, Angel.
What's her,
Vaughn?
oh, wait,
is that her name? Like God given?
Don't ask me.
I don't
I-
think it is.
love.
Sorry if you're watching Angel this far, 40
it-
minutes in.
Okay, we can't do this on a podcast. This is how people get canceled because they're not saying everything. Say it out loud.
Aren't they named after Angel Dust from
Maybe.
Has Been Hotel?
Which is horrible. It makes sense that.
Not to name drop.
Wait, maybe Danny is subscribed to my YouTube channel. Dude, hopefully he's not watching all 40 whatever
That would
minutes.
be
of
Hey,
this.
crazy.
hey, Danny. I just want to get on here.
Danny.
And say I'm so sorry for talking about your girlfriend who detransitioned and who you may have detransitioned.
Danny, if you're watching this, we know that you shat.
Stop!
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 I know what you did.
Stop!
We know what you
No!
Danny. No!
No!
That's too much.
did. We know what you
No!
Cassie already embarrassed him in front of our Mr. Heller.
No, we can't do that.
Danny, I forgive
No.
you. Not for that, but for other things. I don't know what things, but some things, surely. For not wearing pants in my basement one
Danny,
time.
you had a sick ass basement. Sick ass hair.
Hey, don't look at. I'm not apologizing.
But
for
I've-
him.
You forgive him though?
I said for some things.
With no apology.
I said I forgive him for not wearing. Put that away. I said I forgive him for not wearing pants in my basement because they were wet.
I'm
and
like
we had to put
flirting
them
with
in the
myself
dryer.
on camera. It's kind of fun.
And then we played Mario Kart.
Which one? Without me?
It was me, Danny, and Katie. Thruple.
Horrible throuple. The fact you're the least evil.
It was a menage a trois.
Menage a trois.